Hey guys, it's the Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel Creations exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins Cartoon Collection She-Ra 40th Anniversary She-Ra and Swiftwind Tupac. Brought to us by the fine folks over at, you guessed it, Mattel. I did say it was Mattel Creations exclusive after all, so yeah, $60 later, plus tax and shipping of course, here we are. Still waiting on that Cartoon Collection Battle Cat and potentially Panther, just to get the mileage out of the molds, you know. While you're at it, why don't you make Arrow too? Isn't that Bo's horse's name? They got the parts for it now, so why not? Dare I say, why not? But at any rate, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all She-Ra, technically, has to offer in terms of accessories, because you do get a couple. You get her thwart here, which I had to straighten out. Thankfully, I didn't warp the darn thing like I did the Obi-Wan lightsaber from the Clone Armor Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars micro series there that I looked at, like 2 months ago now. But there you go. She has a different colored sword and a different colored shield this time around. But same stuff as before, just repainted. And we also get, for some weird reason, this certificate of authenticity, which hereby states, since you purchased this item, you may be sexually attracted to other men. Well, that's not very nice. Just because I like She-Ra means I like men? I would think that means I like chicks. For those of you who are going to get all butthurt in my comment section, that is what you call calamity. So, with that being said, before I get canceled for the umpteenth time, because the YouTube algorithm sure as heck doesn't like me, why don't we cut right to the chase and take a look-see at She-Ra first, who has a cloth cape this time around, which is nice, and hair that is permanently stuck up, and that is kind of stupid looking when she is just standing there. So this is clearly meant to be sitting on a horse. Thankfully she came with a horse, but for $60, I think they could have given her the alternate head with the hair down. None of that was in the box, so that kind of sucks, but at any rate, as far as her articulation goes, her head can look side to side, can look up and down, it's fine. Her shoulders will pop out, back down, rotate forward and back. She does have a single jointed elbow with rotation, swivel at the wrist with the inappropriate hinge for holding stuff on this side, and the appropriate hinge for holding stuff on this side. So this hand will move up and down so she can hold her sword aloft and say, "By the honor of Grayskull," and all that fun crap. She does have a waist twist and a sculpted top, so all you goons can't strip her buck naked and jork it torpedo style in the corner like sad little cuckboys. She also has T-jointed hips that'll kick out, back down. She can kick forward and back. She got a single jointed knee with rotation, a little loose on the swivel on this side. But she does also have a boot cut as well as a hinge in the foot with a rocker. And thankfully, the feet are not that loose this time around. The hinges seem to be significantly tighter, especially this one. So that's nice. I will say, getting her in the stirrups is a bit of a challenge. So I'm probably going to pop the boots off, slip them through the stirrups, and then pop the boots back on. Possibly even pop her apart at the waist here so I can do that. So I will do that off cam. I didn't do it at all for this review, not even for the final thoughts pose. So there you go. Standard Origins fare. Now we got Swiftwind. He is the main attraction because, like Cringer, he's a fully articulated piece. Granted, Cringer does have rockers, whereas this guy really doesn't. But what he does have is these articulated wingdings here. You can pose them up and down, rotate them forward and back, even though that's not how wings articulate, I don't think. You can spread them out. Very nice wingspan too. If I can get this fully spread out. That's about as far as it can go. Very nice. Down. Then his tail can hinge up and down. It will also rotate. It does feel like it's made out of that waxy stuff. That weird waxy PVC. So, not sure how that's gonna hold up over time. But he does have a neck swivel. His mane is made out of the same stuff as his tail. He does have this big hinge so he can look all the way forward. I will say, his head looking up all the way like this, best way to keep this thing on. Don't know why there's no strap going across the bottom. I thought he had one in the show, but I'm not the biggest Filmation guy, if you haven't figured that out. I'm a 2000X kid, and, well, it's only a matter of time before things start going my way, that's for sure. He appears to have a swivel in the head here, like a Mythic Legion's horse, but it doesn't do a lot. So, yeah, whatever. His front legs will kick forward and back. I say his because this dude literally sounds like a death metal singer in the show. Don't know why that is. His legs will kick out and back in. You can hinge here, rotate here. You can hinge here, rotate here. That's all fine and dandy. Pop that back down. He does have like some crazy tight clicky joints on the hind legs. Although this one for me does not click nearly as loud. Not sure why that is, but I'm kind of okay with that, because nothing appears to be broken. And this almost feels like too gosh darn tight, so that's kind of weird. Does have a single jointed knee here with rotation. You can move these legs in and out, by the way. Yeah, it's just stupid. I don't know why that's so tight. He does have another single jointed knee here, which these are kind of loose, not gonna lie, the bottom hind legs. Then he does have a single jointed, well, another hinge here in the hoof. And we already talked about the tail. So Swiftwind is kind of the main attraction here, but I don't know. It's good, but it's not great. I think it could have been a lot better, but it is just flipping Origins, and, well, he fills a hole we had in our collection, so whatever. Putting him there. We'll put She-Ra back next to him. Or in front of him. So we can bring in our two regulars. Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulith. Right there. And the infamous Elephant Spawn. Just to prove to you guys that I'm not going off brand just because I bought freaking She-Ra and Swiftwind here. There you go. I think Spawn is still taller than everybody, which is kind of hilarious because, well, I would think the horse would be taller than something, but I guess not. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and if you've been really wanting an Origins style Swiftwind, then this is, at the moment anyways, your only option. However, if you missed out somehow on the cartoon collection release of good old She-Ra there, then you're in luck, because this set not only has the Swiftwind, but it also has a She-Ra to quote-unquote mount him, as awkward as that might sound. That said, I think for $60, We could have gotten an alternate head with the hair relaxed. I know the regular Origins cartoon collection, whatever you want to call it, release had relaxed hair initially. Would have been nice to see that again here, just because, well, again, if you don't have that figure and you want to have her hair relaxed and not all windswept and crazy looking, well, you need to go back and track that figure down. Not hard. I don't think it's sold out anywheres, and possibly still clogging the pegs at my local Walmart. So if you're in town, hit them up and hit me up while you're at it. Come on, nobody comes and sees me. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.